Yeah, well, they're talking about porn and how it's an addiction.
Always?
And it's just like crack cocaine.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, let's get into it. Here's some audio, and we'll comment.
5 years ago, Amy Tracy and her husband Lance, a filmmaker, began what looked like a blissful, adoring marriage until Lance's secret addiction almost split them apart.
Lance.
I think in the worst of the worst, I was looking at porn 3 or 4 times a day.
What? 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 3 or 4 times a day? Oof, you're out there. Wow. You can't go online to do legitimate stuff without seeing porn 3 or 4 times a day. You put, like, heavy farm equipment into Yahoo, a cock comes up first. You got to sort through cocks and asses to get to actual heavy farm equipment.
Could you Google heavy farm equipment?
Take off all restrictions.
All restrictions. Well, that would help your search.
The worst is when you're Googling cock and you have to shift through John Deere pictures.
I hate that.
Go to
the guy's name is John Deere. Guy named John fucking a deer.
Images.
I barely look at porn on the internet.
How far do you have to go before you get to cock?
Images, all John Deere stuff so far.
Couple miles down the parkway.
And a map of the United States of America. Nope, still heavy farm equipment.
Damn it.
We'll go to the third one. All right, and now we got some people in the shots, but still no cock. Let's go to 4.
Farmer's daughter will be there soon.
Look up faggot farmers.
Keep going, 4. Nope, still very much into the tractor thing.
All of the
big tires, a picnic.
All right, am I going to have to say perhaps it was a little exaggeration humor?
No, wait, a girl in a kiddie pool. And we're getting
all right, okay.
Hold on, let me see if there's any nudity in this.
Keep going.
Nope, not nude yet. We're gonna play this out. Hawk.
Keep going.
Keep going down on page 6. Nope, go to 7.
Gotta be porno. How many pages are there?
A
lot?
7, no. There's 16. 8. There's still tractors, Anthony. And a Volkswagen Bug. 9.
Come on. Where's some porno?
Nope, not 9 either. Now they get into the logo section. That's dangerous. That means they're running out of images. Nope, more tractors. Nope, 11. We're going to have to give up soon. Some person skiing. 12. Oh, come on, man. This would be hilarious if it pans out. 13.
I picked
more
the most non-sexual thing ever.
14.
That's why. It's my fault. I don't know the comedy. Damn it.
15. We'll just go to 20 and we'll call it a day, okay?
See? There's a whole bunch.
16. Oh.
What?
Nope.
Damn it.
Almost. 17. I think that might be the last page, right?
Nudity.
Yeah. No, Anthony. There's no porno.
All right, well, there's your safe thing.
You were exaggerating.
Have your children just look up heavy farm equipment.
Okay.
Damn it.
So this guy looked at porn 3 or 4 times a day.
What a rookie.
Maybe an hour to 2 per session, per time. So that could be
All right, let's see. 2 hours per time, 3 times, 9 hours.
Now he's up to 6 to 8 hours.
16 hours.
So that could be a 6, 8-hour day, sometimes.
I had no idea.
When did it start feeling to you like something might have been off?
I would say it was about 3 weeks into our marriage.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Wow.
This
3
is
weeks
unusual.
in.
This is I hate when TV does this. This is an unusual case.
Absolutely.
Guys looking at porn and it's affecting the marriage 3 weeks in. There's a problem there.
And like he wasn't doing it before
when you were dating.
Yeah.
Of course he was doing it. He didn't just all of a sudden 3 weeks later start.
Everybody out there looks at porn.
I don't.
Porno.
And some people have a little screw loose inside, and that's where the real problem comes in. Not because they're looking at the porn. That might trigger the thing that's happening in the head, though.
It was kind of like a whirlwind of passion, and then all of a sudden he just seemed as though he wasn't very interested.
You look at this stuff and you don't have any emotions left over for your wife.
Okay, that's right.
It's
accurate.
Porno.
Why is that accurate?
Because when you look at stuff that you don't have any emotions left over, it does remove your ability to be intimate, or it hurts it, makes it harder.
Really?
To connect, yeah, much.
Why? There's emotions involved when you're looking at porno?
No, but it's a sexual thrill, but it's a distancing. It's like you're watching it it's like looking through a glass.
Well, Dr. Norton did a study on this. I read the study.
You're always looking through the bakery window, Dwight. That's what it's like.
All right, let's move on. It's a little scary that Jim knows a lot about this.
A little bit. Yeah.
I've read it. It's called Diary. Nothing.
I felt totally betrayed. I felt very unattractive, just not cherished. I felt really hurt.
And when I still couldn't stop, then I realized, I have an issue here.
Internet pornography is the crack cocaine of sex addiction.
The fact that she says cherished, I now understand why he didn't fuck her. She doesn't have a sexy bone in her body.
In 3 weeks, she let herself go, probably. She became a pig.
Go. You gotta allow yourself to get a little crazy.
She won't fuck him right.
Crazy.
She's not dirty. Every time they fuck, she wants to look him in the eyes and say, "Oh, sweetie, I'm so glad we're doing." And once in a while, it's nice. But
she need a little filth.
Exactly.
Is that it? Some filth?
And you gotta take care of the animal instinct that's in all of us.
No one can keep an erection when some fucking housewife is saying you're the apple of my eye.
You are the apple of my eye.
Do you get excited when you ask your girl to tell you stories about her fucking other guys? Does that excite you?
What?
Do you get excited? Do you get excited by that? Like
you do that, Rich?
I'm not saying I do. I'm saying do you get excited about?
Of course you don't, Rich.
Yeah, like you say, like when you're in college, what your professor do to you and stuff, and they tell you stories. That doesn't get you excited.
No, that's not.
No, really. I don't really want to know that my girlfriend was ever with a guy.
Yeah,
it's
sorry.
just
Call
you
me
keep
crazy.
that shit on a back burner
Are you
somewhere.
kidding me?
Do you make sure she tells you how big the cock was?
To the fucking millimeter.
What was it like to suck?
Are you kidding me? That doesn't get you fucking crazy?
No, not that.
No. I prefer to talk about how much the books cost and stuff like that. And did you forget your pen the first day?
No.
You need some lunch money.
Well, why don't you tell us how it's done there, Rich?
Yeah.
What do you want her to tell you?
Yeah, what would you ask?
Well, like one of the stories like
And be honest.
Yeah,
You're not making this up for the radio. This is something you've done.
I don't make up fucking stories. I told you I jerked off with my friend, every story I tell you.
Your wife or a past girlfriend.
I'm talking about
this is
past girlfriend.
You like.
Yeah, past girlfriend.
All right, so what does she tell you?
Like this one, I'll go like this one last girlfriend before her. We're fooling around, and I'm getting semi-hard or whatever, and then I go, because we were just dating this girl. It wasn't serious, I go, so
right.
So I go, have you banged anybody since last time I was here? And she'll tell me a story how she picked up this guy in the nightclub and went back to his place. They have to be white though, and tells me in detail how and I'll go, did you fucking get on top of him and start blowing him and stuff? And it just drives me fucking nuts. It's unbelievable how good it's. I'm telling you. I sucked him off and I'm like fucking getting, I tell her to give me details about it. And it's like phone sex, right? Kinda.
Right. No, you're right, faggot.
Just like that.
It's not being a faggot.
No, it's not. You're right.
When you're watching porn,
you need the cock described to the millimeter.
Well, no, when you're watching porn, are you watching a guy fuck another broad? Are you watching a guy fuck another broad? Yeah. Is that gay?
Yeah, but he wasn't just over the house banging your girl and walking out and getting on camera like that.
Listen, you fucking cuckold. Voss is a cuckold.
Cuckold.
It's exciting, man. You hear these fucking stories. Hey, you're a fucking school teacher and stuff. When I was going out with that fucking professor, right? Remember the girl, the real smart one that was a professor I met in fucking Brazil?
The real smart one.
Yeah.
Oh, that sexy. Dummy professor?
She was sexy.
She was really sexy, actually.
Before she went out with me, she dated Lenny Kravitz, so I could really follow that, remember? And she came to see me at a fucking club, and I just bombed in front of her. Anyhow, she would tell me stories. I go, tell me about, one of your students, fucking banging you on the desk, and I would fucking come like a jackrabbit.
Were they true stories?
No, but the other ones are true. But just to hear it gets me fucking going.
What happened to her? Why'd you fuck that up? She was sexy.
She was too smart for me.
Hey, we got Teabagger. Teabagger.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, boys? Hey, Rich, I know it'll get you off, so I wanted to tell you about the last time I was banging Bonnie.
Oh, go ahead. Would you say she was funny?
All right, here we go. Back to the porn thing.
So obviously, this is a very serious problem. Do you think just now it's being accepted more as the serious problem it is and has been?
The two things that have changed everything is that, first of all, it's gotten to be such a problem that therapists are dealing it. Most mainline therapists are now going to see people with the problem. The other part is that we are understanding so much more about the brain. The internet has really helped us to start seeing how sex can be addictive and as a brain problem.
Because a lot of people might think an internet pornography addiction or a sexual addiction in general is really a cover-up for a moral lapse. In other words, somebody who just cannot sort of stay on the straight and narrow, be faithful to his or her spouse, and has fallen victim to this. But it really is a psychological, chemical addiction, correct?
Yeah, for some people it can be a moral lapse, and for some people the internet has been a great boon in terms of learning about their sexuality and helping them get rid of shame and what have you. But the fact of the matter is, for some people, it is a problem, a widespread problem, which really just ruins their lives in ways that many people would never be aware of because it's not like it's obvious.
The internet is for porn. The internet is for porn.
Shrek, yep.
Me up all night hugging me horns, you porn.
They go all deep in this. It's about instant gratification. It's quick. You don't have to go through, pick it up, going on a date and all that shit. You just watch it, spank it. It's instant gratification. And
been there for years.
What's that?
It's been there for years.
Yeah, but it's not
hurting anybody. But a lot of these people, shrinks, know they can make some money off of it, thinking it's a big epidemic.
Right.
Enough.
It's always been around.
Some boobies.
Some form or another.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Do you think I felt bad when I was jerking off recently as a girl told me she was going to put me in stockings and fuck me in the ass with a strap-on? I certainly did not. Holy shit.
I'm begging you. I don't care if that happened or not. Please tell me you just made that up.
Okay.
See?
Could you say it? Word. Could you say, Anthony, I just made that up?
Anthony, I just made that one up.
Oh, my God. It's something new all the time with him. Stockings? Put you in stockings and fuck you up the ass.
Well, with a fake dick.
Oh, okay.
That makes it okay.
Wow, I thought it was weird.
Ooh, you scared us for a minute there. Cool. God, I want just part of my soul when this stupid show's over.
It's done. It's done. The soul left. Look at all of us. We can look into each other's eyes, and it's just right through the back of the skull.
No one's looking in mine.
There's no soul left.
We're not.
There's no soul left. Oh, he's secret.
I know.
So, anyway, don't worry, Rich. No one heard that.
No one heard that.
No, this is sad. But
I heard someone killed themselves. That's all I care about.
Who killed themselves?
No, years ago. Just some.
Just say, might as well.
No,
you can't.
Right. Let's just say, unfortunately, it wasn't Rich.
Let's find out how porn can ruin your life, everybody.
How does it ruin their lives?
Time spent, consequences, money lost.
As we heard in the piece, no emotional reserve left.
No spouse can, first of all, can compete with the internet. Nobody can compete with the internet at that level. This level of stimulation can be so high. And the other part is, if I was to give you cocaine, you never had cocaine before in your life. There's a part of your brain light up. But if you were a cocaine addict, it wouldn't light.
Cocaine.
When
the way it says cocaine.
A sex addict, or when most people see pornography, that brain part lights up. But if they're a sex addict, doesn't light up. Takes much more pornography to get the same kind of reaction.
So you have
I think this guy's got an
It's what we call tolerance, and it's now measurable. We can see this in brain scans, so we know that people have got a biological problem.
How do you know, though, when you cross the line from, say, enjoying this kind of material to actually becoming addicted to it?
Well, we have some signs that we look for, and that are very clear.
Preoccupation.
Preoccupation, one is that they're obsessed about it, and something interfering, for example, from them being able to get online, they find themselves very irritated, what have you.
Anxiety-ridden, loss of control. What does that mean?
Making promises to yourself you're going to stop because you know you didn't get all your work done, or you're spending 8 to 10 hours a day and you're just not doing what you're supposed to do, and you lose your job.
Well, I was thinking we'd goof on this, but
That guy, I think, has an issue, though.
It's interesting.
He's a little too, passionate about the problems.
Cocaine?
Yeah.
Cocaine?
Oh, cocaine. It's like crack cocaine.
But he's right about how that light doesn't, it's like in alcohol. You just don't get the same high. Like, I'll hear healthy couples, healthy people talking about sex. I get, a little jealous that they're so excited by the little things. Like, oh, and he gave me a little swat on the ass. Yeah, did he?
Did he?
Did he? Were you black and blue?
Did he really?
Did he pull your hair and spit on you? No. Well, then please.
No.
Go back to the minor leagues.
You're way deep. You're deep in.
Not even deep. It's just, maybe, far gone.
Yeah, you're pretty gone.
Whatever. A lot of people are.
All right. Damn.
I don't like animals.
Thank goodness.
That's how you know you're a sex addict, when you start pointing out the shit that you don't like.
Yeah.
They don't fuck babies.
Never fucked my dog.
Well, at least I don't like animals.
That's how you know you're Jesus. When you have to pick extreme examples. I never blew 4 blacks in Laker jerseys.
Here we go.
Jimmy's going to need a breathe right strip over his butthole. Why don't you just do that?
No, it's not my thing. Do a little finger, and I'm all set.
Yeah.
More women have this problem these days.
Opie.
Oh. Maybe not, though.
Potted out. You took it out.
No, it's in there.
Oh, I thought you...
It's in there, Jimmy.
You're sweet.
Come on.
One of the signs for a lot of people, and you saw that in the deal, is you get so stimulated having sex with a real person. It just doesn't work. It's so powerful that now just having what would be a loving relationship doesn't happen.
And shame. How does that play into it?
Is complicated, but briefly, it's about you feel defective because you have tried so hard to stop. Why can't you be like other people? And then comes despair. In the Gentle Path program, about 50% of our people walk in suicidal.
What do you do then if you discover your spouse? And some women have this problem too, right?
About 40%.
Really?
40. It used to be like in
and
gambling.
It's probably hard to even know statistically.
In gambling, well, we do know. Gambling and alcohol and sex addiction for years, we were able to measure it 3 men for every woman. When the internet came, both in gambling and in sex addiction, the women's numbers shot up.
Because of the anonymity of it all.
Right. And you can say, I bet I could fuck you in the ass. That's 2 things.
I almost hit a sex bottom years and years ago. I was on the road and I did 2 sisters.
You are a sex bottom.
Oh. And
you think there's some girl right now crying?
No.
I fucked a comic.
No.
Your little finger.
I'm the reason I get sober. But years ago, you do hit a bottom. I thought I was going to go to SA, Sex Anonymous, because after one show, I had 2 shows. In between shows, I went upstairs and this girl blew me between shows. Right? Mm-hmm. She blew me and walked gone. Okay. Then after the next show, I ended up this couple this girl wanted to go upstairs and do me and her boyfriend. So he's banging her, and I'm sitting on the side of the bed, and she's going down on me. And then after that, she was in the bathroom crying and cutting herself, right? She was cutting her arms and stuff. She was a cutter. And I felt fucking horrible, right?
Gee, did you, Mr. Compassion? The girl cutting her wrists, and
No, she wasn't cutting her wrist. She was you know what a cutter is, right?
Yes.
She was cutting herself, and you feel like, I almost hit a bottom then. And so I could see the point of hitting a sex bottom, too,
But what you're talking about, who wouldn't do that? What guy wouldn't get blown in between shows? I mean, you weren't married then.
No, but then this was...
But what guy... No. What I'm saying is, even a healthy sexual
is that a sexual addiction?
No, but getting blown between shows, and then after the next show, going upstairs
again.
with another...
Who wouldn't do that? You have to realize that there are times where you're able to do... Chris Rock had the best line ever about men are as faithful as their options. And I don't know if he's the first guy to say that, but it's a genius point of view, because it's what guy happily married somewhere, middle-class guy, if someone said, I want to suck your dick, and then 15 minutes later or an hour later, a couple came over and goes, you see this hot girl that I'm with that you can't touch? She'll suck your dick, too. Who wouldn't go for that?
Well, no.
Besides Hawk.
I don't know.
Sorry.
One of the signs for a lot of people, and you saw that in the deal, is you get so stimulated having sex with a real person. It just doesn't work. It's so powerful that now just having what would be a loving relationship doesn't happen.
And shame. How does that play into it?
Is complicated, but briefly, it's about you feel defective because you have tried so hard to stop. Why can't you be like other people? And then comes despair. In the Gentle Path program, about 50% of our people walk in suicidal.
What do you do then if you discover your spouse? And some women have this problem too, right?
What do you do?
40%.
Really?
40. It used to be like in
and
gambling.
It's probably hard to even know statistically.
In gambling, well, we do know.
Heard this. Why is it the same clip?
Did you play it twice, or did they put it twice in a row?
Talk. It's his problem.
Kids watch porn as they do homework.
Was that supposed to be number 6?
I think so.
Really?
Well, it looks
but this track is longer than the other track.
Where's Steve from Foundry? I'd get him in and get that face slapped.
One of the signs for a lot of people, and you saw that in the deal.
See, I guess it's the same clip, but it goes longer. But who wants to wait?
You don't want to sit through the same clip.
I think someone's got an explaining to do, Eric.
You know what?
He just walks in trouble and looks around.
You know what? We don't need to play track 6. I'm sure it works out in the end.
It does.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Well, there you go.
It's a happy ending.
It's a happy
Hollywood.
ending.
But there's help.
There's help for everybody.
And there is a shotgun and a tow attachment on it.
Can you imagine all the people anxiously listening to this segment with a pen and paper, waiting for the
number
help info?
Who can I?
You don't need to live with this horror.
Wow.
You can get help.
All right, we should take a break.